the gospel is that we need to be born again by accepting Christ in order to inherit the kingdom. All right? What is a Christian? Someone who follows the teachings of Jesus. But we've accepted Christ as our Lord and Savior and been born again for real. We are kingdom citizens. We are sons of God. Christianity is religion, but when you talk about sons of God, that's people who've accepted Christ and are living by kingdom standards. You inherited the kingdom of heaven. It talks about inheriting the kingdom of heaven, so we're sons of God. You understand? Mm-hmm. So when you're a son of God, you're no longer acting like a servant. You're a son. Like if you got kids, you know, kids have a lot more reign with you than someone that's on the street, basically. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if you're a son of God, you're more intimate with your kids, or it's a more intimate, more relationship. All right. So there is a difference between preaching about Jesus and preaching his message. Because people preach Jesus, Jesus, Jesus all day. A lot of traditional Christians preach Jesus. But they don't preach beyond that. They preach Jesus is the way, Jesus is this, which he is. Mm-hmm. But what about the authority that he gave us? What about what we're supposed to be doing? What about bringing heaven on earth as is in heaven? Even Jesus told you, he said, hey, how are we supposed to pray? And they said, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. But a lot of Christians are taught that we wait for heaven to come, that we wait to go to heaven, and that's it. But Jesus wants us to reign while we're here to infiltrate and expand his territory. Most kingdoms that I read about, their whole thing was to expand their territory. Mm-hmm. So it's really strategic that the Bible uses kingdom, because the kingdom should be expanding its territory. If this is a kingdom here, by influence it should expand, right? And so if you look at things that happen in the kingdom, it should be a lifestyle wherever we go. Meaning, like when we show up, kingdom should be with us. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I give you an example. We talked about it before. If you go to, we say Chinatown in New York. A lot of us haven't been there. Some of us have been. But if you go to Chinatown, whether it's the New York Chinatown or San Francisco Chinatown, although it's physically in the United States of America, when you go there, it's like China. Yeah. Chinese food, Chinese writing, Chinese people, Chinese language spoken in that area, all those here. So that's what the territory looks like when it's expanded or influence expands. So when you walk in there, you're now entering a whole different level of influence. So when you are a believer, everything we should do should be extending the kingdom of heaven on earth. So how we talk, like if you go to Chinatown, they talk like they're in China. Mm-hmm. They have sayings like they're in China. They have food like they're in China. So whatever the kingdom is representing, when we're showing up, we should talk like we're from kingdom. We should talk like we're from kingdom. We should think like we're from kingdom. That should be the entire culture. You go to Little Italy, same thing. It's like Little Italy. It's called Little Italy because it's Little Italy. Yeah. There's Italian food, Italian language being spoken. Same thing. So if we're gonna be a kingdom, we can look at it for the lack of a better term, we're a little kingdom on this planet. Mm-hmm. So when people are around us, we should talk differently than the place that we're at. We should talk differently than the world. We should look different. We should feel different than here. You're a citizen of China, but you here.
That's ambassador, sir.
Yeah, and you're representing China. So if you went to the Chinese embassy, that's China on American soil. Mm-hmm. So when we're kingdom on world soil. Kingdom should be everywhere we go. The atmosphere should actually shift when we walk in a room. That's why I be getting so mad with people, traditional Christians talking about we shouldn't do what we do. You can't be out at night. Light don't mix with the dark. Shut up. Light shines in the dark.
Mm-hmm. Literally, it says be the light. What are you talking about?
Scientifically speaking, when light is present, it removes darkness is only the absence of light. Yep. Just like cold is the absence of heat. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so the gospel isn't about earth, but about heaven touching earth. Y'all with that? Y'all understand? Mm-hmm. The gospel of the kingdom isn't about heaven. Isn't about heaven but earth, but it's about heaven touching earth. Heaven's influencing everything that we do. Again, how we speak. My language has changed only, because sometimes you can be around certain people and change how you speak. Mm-hmm. Or how you carry yourself. Even when we talk about Remember the Titans. Like it was a racist time, whites and blacks all on one football team, but they was hating each other, and they was talking like racial people would talk. Denzel Washington takes them to the town, a different town, get them to bond together. They changed. And when they came back, they was talking to each other. They had already changed, but everybody else around them hadn't changed. Mm-hmm. And because of their change, it did actually influence other people around them to change, break the racist barriers. Mm-hmm. So you can change people by your actions and how you carry yourself, but we are supposed to be changing people or changing the atmosphere and stuff. Mm-hmm. So again, it's not about heaven touching earth. About earth, it's about heaven touching earth. Influence touching earth, changing when we walk into places. The kingdom generation, Y'all actually more of a kingdom generation than I was, because y'all kind of get it at a great time. You know, me, Brenda, Brandy, we come up with the religious teachings.
That's what that's the point I was trying to make the other day
Yeah.
when you was telling me you want to go kingdom. That's what I was trying to pretty much trying to be point. I was like, I feel like this generation is going more towards kingdom anyway. That's what I was saying. I was like,
Because it's
I feel like this generation look at us and be like, man, I ain't with that mess.
Exactly.
Like,
you know, and I'm saying, like, it's been enough of that. So
right.
This is the direction that we need to go to, especially with what's going on. This is what the kids need, especially like they don't need the
stupid stuff.
They need to know about kingdom because
they don't need religion.
Like other day, like I don't care. I care, but I don't care. Like I posted a picture on Instagram of us, TikTok of everybody praying over Yanni at the sanctuary. I said, you know, prayer happening in the club. Someone posted apostasy.
Bro, what?
What's that mean?
Apostasy means godless.
Oh.
Like so.
So because I'm praying
in the club, it's apostasy now. You see what I'm saying? So
what's the logic?
Yeah.
My God.
So, but that's how a lot of traditional religious people act, because you can't go here, you can't go there. As a kingdom citizen, you can go wherever you're supposed to go. I can go in a strip club and minister. You know, I can't say I've ministered in a strip club before, but I've been in there as a safe person, and I'm completely respectful. And I think that probably made me stand out more than anybody else. I looked at her in her eyes the whole time I was talking to her. I was there looking for Jinx.
Sounds about right.
The only reason I knew he was leaving because I was talking to a stripper. I don't remember what we was talking about. She saw him trying to skip out my pay, and was like, there he is over there. Like, bro, like, he's running out the back door.
Wow.
So that's why I was in it. But either way, but because of how things look, Christians will judge you. My car's parked at a sex shop, they're going to judge me on that. My car's parked outside of where prostitutes hang out. I could be ministered, you know, but God could have sent me there. You know, if I told people I drink beer and minister to a lesbian in a bar, they're going to judge my methods. You know, but
she got saved.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So kingdom is different than religion. It's a lot different, and I like it. But I think kingdom was always in the back of my mind. I didn't know what to call it, because I was like, this feels wrong, y'all. The way y'all doing it. Why does it matter if I got a nose piercing? Why does it matter if I have a tattoo? Why does that matter? Why does it matter if I wore shorts to church today? What does it matter? You know, so and kingdom, when people don't understand kingdom, they feel like you gotta work your way into heaven. Or God, oh God, forgive me for this. I'm a son of God. Of course He's gonna forgive me. Of course, I'm already signed up to go. Like I like the way Canton said it. He's like, look, all my kids are my kids. No matter how much they disobey me, they're still my kids. Like, especially Tam. Like, Tam can't deny me if she wanted to. But my point is, even if you're a kid, aka child of God, and you're disobedient, it doesn't affect your salvation. But who could live that way? Oh crap! I said shit at the red light because someone scared me. I'm going to hell now. Like like.
It's not how that works.
Yeah, like.
Or one mistake. Or people be like, "Oh, you going to hell because I laughed at." I don't know. It just be like stupid stuff. First of all, don't tell me where I'm
so anyway, I don't want to get off topic, but y'all understand the difference between kingdom and religion. I'm just happy. Thank you. I'm just happy for y'all, Harmony, you two, Tam and Ren, because y'all don't have to have the deprogramming that we and Brandy and Brent had that. Like I caught Kingdom in 2015. That was like 10 years ago. I was 36 years old.
Oh man, that was serious.
And I started seeing it when, Harmony, FCP back in Florida. That's when it started to become evident to me. I didn't know the names of things, but I knew in the back of my mind and in my spirit the stuff that I had been dealing with did not seem right. It just felt like the stuff that was being made a big deal of just was not really as big of a deal as they were making it out to be.
There's a lot of rules, a lot of double standards that don't lead to nothing. And so what I will say when it comes to religion versus kingdom, I will say religion is man acting as a liaison between you and God, where kingdom is you going directly to God. Because they act like gatekeepers a lot of time.
I'd much rather you go to God yourself instead of
Don't come to me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you wrong anyway.
I pray for
All
you.
right. Okay. So the original, So yeah, the kingdom generation are the ones that will become the city on the hill, Matthew 24:14. That's people who's really going to stand out and be about kingdom, and which I think is the next generation after us and after them, because it's going to trickle down.
You said Matthew what?
Read it, 10, 24:14.
No, but 1:24, 1:14. Crap, I lost it. Hold on. Just kidding. I can see.
But I just don't want to feel like I have to earn my way into heaven. That's stupid.
This good news of the kingdom will be proclaimed in all the world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come.
There you go. So y'all be that generation, and the generations after y'all will be the ones proclaiming the kingdom, like we're doing now. This is technically proclaiming the kingdom.
Amen.
You know, and I think that's a beautiful thing. But I get so annoyed with. I don't respond a bunch on Facebook now.
Oh, same.
Because I see all these dumb comments, conversations about this and that, and like, no, this is clearly wrong. This is not kingdom talk at all. This is religious talk.
So same. Like, you know what?
But sometimes I had a right too.
I ain't worth it.
And I feel like church is kind of becoming that veil. You get what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. You should be able to go directly to God about it. If God say dance in church, I mean, it's a level of respect you should have.
Right.
Oh, right. Have some decorum.
But if you can't do that, you know what I'm saying? But so many naysayers on the sideline saying what they should and shouldn't do, or you can't rap in church. Like those conversations sound like white noise because I'm so far. I'm already going. I can't. I'm not in that conversation. I can't. It's shocking to me. That's not the realm I live in. Like imagine and I give you an example of how mindsets of people based on how you live is natural for certain people. Like meaning like I remember like if you was born into a rich household.
Still waiting for my parents to tell me.
Right. Like, if you're born into a rich household, right? You don't understand what it's like to be broke or poor. You don't. Or you might not even never have ramen noodles before. Yeah, I know. I hear you. But it's technically a survival meal. But
yeah, they call it.
But either way, it's certain, like when you live a certain way, there's certain things a certain realm. If you live in a certain realm of your reality, there's certain things that you won't experience and you won't understand. Like Brenda be like him because she said I got so much favor on sport, and I know I do. So certain things I don't experience because that's just my life. I experience favor everywhere I go. But my point is, like, imagine you talk to a poor person and they say, "Yeah, I can't afford to give me something to eat." And you be like, "Yo, just go into your savings account and get you some money." And looking at you like, "What? What's a savings account?" Like,
right?
Just poor baby.
Yeah. What do you mean you don't have no money? You mean you don't have no money on you? Oh, I don't have any money. What do you mean you don't have no money? You don't have access to money? No, I don't have any money. Yeah. Because you never experienced that.
Right.
So when it comes to kingdom mindsets and worldly mindsets, it should be that much of a contrast. Like, yo, I don't understand what worry means. I don't understand why you're worrying. And like I said, those moments when I'm walking in it, it's a little bit different. I remember getting mad at my family the first time my mom said she had cancer. She told us in 2017, she had a conference call. Me, Calvin, Tammy, TC was on there. I was mad because at the time, I knew by faith my mom wasn't going to die of cancer. I know they didn't know that, so I exercised patience, but it annoyed me. They all crying, like she's not dead. Like, why y'all tripping? We believers, like, yo, she's going to survive this. Like, it's not that serious. Yeah, like, at that time, I felt like, it's just cancer.
It's just cancer.
It's just cancer. Why y'all crying? I really didn't understand it. I was mad. Like, I don't even understand why they worried. Like, we're going to cast it out. We're going to pray. It's fine. Like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I wasn't worried the first time.
No, I wasn't. Second time, I was worried because I felt like
same.
I didn't have that same. I didn't have the same confirmation.
Yeah, it hit different.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I want us to be so kingdom that stuff just is a turnoff to us. Like, it's so disillusioned. Like that. What are you talking about? We can't sing this in church. What are you talking about? We casting out demons.
Literally, what is the problem?
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry. I'm getting on top. But anyway, kingdom religion. I think y'all get it. Kingdom is way better than religion for a lot of reasons, and I think a lot more people get saved. I think religion turns people off because religion won't allow you to question nothing. It will. You're a smart person, you questioning this, but they're trying to explain it away this way and it don't make sense. Every time college teaches kingdom, it stimulates my intellect and my spiritual. When it comes to religion, they just give you stuff they don't even know. They can't even tell you why. Why can't women wear shirts? Why can't women wear dresses in church? Tell me why.
Because it's written in the Bible.
Because it's better to be obedient than sacrifice.
Right.
That's the reason I was given.
But there's a reason behind that. It's not even a spiritual reason. It's something Paul said to them because probably something's going on in his church. But that's not kingdom teaching.
Nope.
Now, if the Holy Spirit convicts Brandy of wearing pants, that's between her and God.
He will never convict me on that. Ever.
I hear you, Brandy. Just because that, he probably gonna convict you.
Right.
I said no.
You know, I'm convicted on things. Like I said, I'm convicted on eating pork. All my friends and some of my family are not convicted on. Cool. But that's what God told me. But how religion starts is God tells me this and I make it a whole religion. Oh, God said everybody can't eat pork. Everybody got to do this. So when you have kingdom, you're really operating in here what God is saying directly to you. You shouldn't have to go to other people to hear what God's saying to you. You shouldn't. I think it should confirm it. Like I shouldn't have to go to other people and say, "Yo, Brenda talked to me, but I want to get your interpretation of what she said to me." That's stupid. Like I have a relationship with Brenda. I should go straight to her. Brenda, what did you mean when you told me to wipe the sink? Did you want me to wipe the sink every day? Is it a one-time thing? Or, like my point is, that's how people act sometimes. I'm going to go to church so I get closer to God. I'm going to go to church because I need to hear a word from God.
I go, not to get well, it is to get a revelation, but it's also to see things in another way aspect that I didn't see before. That, for me, that helps.
I'm not saying you don't get that in church. I'm saying that shouldn't be your only way of hearing from God.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh,
that's what I'm saying. God will typically confirm stuff in church for you.
That is true. Okay.
Or if he says something, it'll resonate with you to the sense, oh, yeah, that's what I've been praying about. Like even with the kingdom thing. What I was thinking before he came to me and told me the freaking kingdom mentor was mine, I was sitting there thinking, I wonder if they trust me enough to teach at the kingdom conference. I wonder if I ever be able to teach at the kingdom. That's what I was literally thinking that day. Oh yeah, God said it. Somebody in church. Stephen, it's you. Okay. I'm not surprised Canton got me to do the producing thing. That's something.
Sounds like him.
Yeah, it sounds like him, but at the same time, it's like we be acting like a deer caught in the headlights. But usually when people are telling you, if somebody's prophesying something to you, it sounds completely left field and don't resonate with your spirit, and they're wrong. That's all. Yeah. But all right, original intent of the kingdom is family. Smallest form of kingdom is a family. That makes sense. That's all I have on it. Y'all have any questions, concerns? Hey, I didn't agree with that, or I'm still fuzzy in that, whatever. This is my part where I'm just going to kind of pause. But we had trust that our parents did it, that they had it. Although my mom told me as an adult, you worry about bills. I never worried about her worried about the bills. I just knew we had it. Even as a teenager, I got to the point where it went the opposite direction. Like, you know what? I was supposed to be paying her car insurance I was supposed to be paying my mom car insurance to cover my car because we was on the same plan. And I'll blow my money on me. Like, well, mom, God, she'll cover it. I'll just pay it back later. I was depending because I knew mom had it. Or at least I thought mom had it. She probably did, but either way, that lack of worry was what we're supposed to be acting like as kingdom citizens. But that's why we're sons of God and we're supposed to be as of children. So we shouldn't worry about what our checks say. Even the bills are way up here and our checks are way down here. And we have this conversation all the time. But checks be way down here, bills be up here. Even my checks up here, bills are always up here. Like checks go like this, the bills go like this. Like just like this going up. But at the same time, why worry about it? God got something worked out for us. God's got it. I refuse to worry. Yes, I get stressful because I'm 46 and I have goals of what I want my money to look like. But if you look at it, like since a kid with $3 worried about, oh my God, I can't pay my car note, I can't pay my mom's car note, I can't pay for lights. Oh my God, how am I gonna get new clothes for school? We don't worry about that kind of stuff because you know our parents take care of it. And the Bible's calling God our Father, who has to take care of us. Then we shouldn't worry about it. There's plenty of times I don't worry about stuff, and God worked out a whole different way. You know, I received checks in the mail for stuff I didn't expect. Not for work. I received a $500 check a while back, just for some lawsuit I didn't even know I was a part of.
Oh wow!
So God has it, and God tells you how to do it. It's like, yo, so, but it's like, press down, shake, and make given to your bosoms. So, if you sow sparingly, you reap sparingly. All these things are spiritual laws. That's not even a saved law. That's a spiritual law. That's why philanthropists got money. That's why Oprah has money. That's why Tyler, you know, all these people who may or may not be living for God, doesn't matter. Like gravity affects us all. It doesn't matter if you're a believer or non-believer. You don't believe in science. The fact is, the scientific law says if you jump up, you're coming back down. So God says if you give, the law He established, if you give, it'll come back to you. But no, on the other side, the other part of it is like, you know, if you're seeking the kingdom first, God will bless you with the desires of your heart. But if you're taking care of God's kingdom, He has to take care of you. He has to. It might not look like the way you look. But God promises to provide food, clothing, and shelter for us. He didn't provide this. He didn't say you will provide. He said He will provide it. Because on paper, I can't afford none of the stuff I have. Well, I can afford food every now and then, but my bills definitely outweigh my paycheck. Although my paychecks have gotten a lot larger, it still outweighs it. You know, I've never had enough money to do anything. You know, but the way I live, people think I probably got more money than I have. But I don't. But also, that's also a problem with my money anyways. I am living way more than above my means, so that's something that needs a shift either way, regardless. But point being, we're not supposed to really look at our wallet in the sense of like, okay, well, oh my God, I don't have it. If you need it, God, you know, you should trust God that God has it. You know, and so when you start worrying about that again, you're stepping out of the realm of the kingdom mindset into a worldly or carnal minded person. It's almost like, but could you imagine? Seriously, could you imagine when you was a parent? Okay, well, y'all two, and Lisa came to you, Mom, I only got $5. Is the lights gonna get cut off next week?
That's hilarious.
You know, that'd be weird. Well, Mom, I know you fed me lunch, breakfast, and dinner yesterday. What about tomorrow? Well, she's eating her food. Like, yo, Mom, what about tomorrow? We're gonna eat tomorrow. That'd be weird. It made me feel some kind of way.
Bro, chill out.
Kids don't act like that. It's not the mindset of a child because children think their parents are rich a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And parents always tell them, "No, I'm not rich, kids. Money don't grow on trees."
That's how I felt when Gam told she wasn't rich.
Yeah. What do you mean? You travel
Like,
like
have you looked at your place? What do you mean you're not?
Right. I was like, what do you mean?
No, Gam agreed that shit. They go on vacation every month.
Right.
Like,
yeah, I was like, we ain't rich.
All right.
Yeah. But by definition, rich means being more than having more than what you need. We're all rich based on that. But still, you know, you just gotta remember that. You know, when the worries come, when the bills are high, you can't worry about that stuff, or you shouldn't worry about it. I can't tell you can't worry about it. Because that's when you gotta trust your Father for real. Sometimes I have to really trust God. Like, God, I ain't got it. God, I need you to move because I don't have it at all. What the heck am I supposed to do? I mean, I said a couple of cuss words before that, and I start praying. Okay. Lord, I tried. I done worked overtime. I done did all this stuff, and it's not enough. I don't know. I need you to do something. Then the idea popped in my head, and then it worked out. So I'm thankful for that. But God has us. But I think that's the thing is we ain't supposed to count our money and God's money.
Yeah, because our money is God's money.
Yeah. And you know, but you don't know how much God, the Bible says God owns it all, so He's rich. So you should get some of that. You His child, you should get some of that. Some of it. And He's a Father, He's gonna take care of you. So whether it come in a way of money or come in a way of someone bless you with a house to stay in for free or blessings that you can afford. Everybody here, whether y'all realize that y'all have an amazing testimony about something where God's moving in a way you never thought was possible. Every single person.
I raised 2 children off of $726 a month.
Honey, that's a testimony in itself.
Yeah.
With my own place, a car, everything, $726 a month.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. When you think about stuff like that, that's when the worry should disappear.